Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the show. We're here today with episode 1876, our Friday review, our week-ending show. Always love to be able to bring you the absolute best of the week. For me, that's going over the updates of what's going on in this global health community that we have here. Love being able to share with you all the latest and greatest, what's new. Then I always go over what's happening this week at Equilife. From there, we typically move into a podcast recap to make sure you didn't miss any of the more popular shows of the week. We talk about our product review pretty much every week. I'm bringing you some of my absolute favorite things that I use in my own life with myself, my family. So I love bringing you those. And then, of course, we do a book review each and every week. Sometimes it'll be more tech-based. Sometimes it's anti-aging. Sometimes it's research. But every single week, we also end our Friday review with 2 research studies that I believe you absolutely must know about, that they're current, they're in the news, and if they're not for you, then they'll probably be for someone else that you know in your life that you'll want to share. So love being able to do these Friday reviews because typically Monday through Thursday, it's focused on one particular topic. Again, I love that as well. We deep dive on one topic. We do it every single day. And then the weekends, we have our house calls answering your questions. But on Fridays, I get to talk about 6, 7 different things, all things that I truly love that are part of my life. So let's go through those right now. I've got a quick bulleted list for you that I want to make sure that you do see and that we do go through. Again, all notes and links today will be at stevencabral.com/1876. If you want to head on over there right now, you'll be able to see all of those different links. All right, first things first. And I'm super excited about this because this podcast right now is going to debut on March 26th, which just happens to be my birthday week. So, so happy birthday to me. And all kidding aside, this is always a fun event that we do at Equilife. So I am going to be sharing with you that just in a moment, what we do every year for my birthday. It's more something that I love to be able to share because I do these things in my own life. So why not share them with you? But before I get to that, I want to be able to tell you that this was 2 years of perseverance, like 2. So believe me when I say that I understand your health struggles. If you're struggling with health, it took me 10 long years to finally get well until I found my answers, which is why I'm dedicated to doing a daily show to you that's searchable. So if you go to stevencabral.com/podcast, you can literally search any health term you want because I want to make sure you find your answers and don't have to struggle for 10 years like I did. Most people can and will get well within about 12 to 16 weeks, the latest 3 to 6 months for most people. The very, very worst, 8 to 12 months. But again, nobody is going to take 10 years. So there's that part. But there's also struggles in life with work, family, relationships, career, you name it. And many of you who have been following the Cabral concept journey of teaching integrative health over the last few years knew that we were offering the highest quality, like amazing CBD cannabinoid products years ago, right? 2016. This is before CBD was even popular, but we saw the research and I wanted to get it to people. And that's exactly what we did. Apologize about all the honking and the beeping outside. I'm here in my Boston office. But what I want to share with you is this. We got, I believe, unfairly targeted because I was teaching CBD. We were one of the largest manufacturers that were able to offer CBD all around the United States. And for sure, we were targeted. And we lost our processor. We lost the bank that we were using, and the shopping cart would not allow us to sell CBD. So there was really no way around it. So what do we do? Well, we always try to get back any way that we can, something that we believe in. We actually gave away all of the CBD that we had. We literally gave it away when we found out we wouldn't be able to sell it again. Well, now we are back. And 2+ years later, I can finally say we were able to offer you CBD. Now, there are some caveats. We still can't offer it on equi.life. So you have to head on over to equilibriumcbd.com. That is the only authorized retailer of the CBD that we offer. It's equilibriumcbd.com. Now, I hope in the future we'll be able to have it on equi.life, but right now we can't, okay? So equilibriumcbd.com, that is now our new site for us, working with the absolute best of the best. We're calling it the cleanest CBD ever created because it is. There's no compromising. We have USDA end-to-end organic oils. We have no artificial flavors, no dyes, so no coloring, no dyes, no artificial coloring at all. And we also use the best of the best processes. So we're using nano-based technology, which allows you to actually use less and get even better results. Because with the nano-based technology, the cannabinoids are at a smaller level and they are able to bind better on these cell receptors of your CB receptors inside of your brain and body. So it's pretty remarkable. I mean, it's literally the best of the best. Super excited to be able to bring this back to you. And again, I've been able to use this for the last 4 or 5 months, this product, as we've been searching for the best farms out there for our product. All of it, by the way, is farmed in the United States. So it's again, it's an amazing product. I'll tell you this, many people switch to other products when we weren't able to offer it anymore. And I totally understand that. I get it. I support you with that. But they weren't getting the same results. If you have not gotten the results that you wanted from CBD-based products, I can't recommend enough trying it. It's completely risk-free, because we have a 60-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like the product, you can just return it. But we guarantee you that it's the cleanest product on the planet. We use third-party testing for that to make sure there are no metals and no molds, anything like that. And again, it's completely risk-free. And right now, going on at equilibriumcbd.com, you can actually get 25% off during our grand reopening. So head on over to equilibriumcbd.com. All right. Next up, I wanted to share with you this is the last week if you've been thinking about becoming the health coach in your home. So, or if you've been thinking about taking your health coaching, personal training, fitness, naturopathic education to that next level, you can do that at integrativehealthpractitioner.org. This is an organization that I created at the very end of 2018 in order to teach people how to do exactly what we do inside of our practice. Not kind of like it, it's exact. You get all of the handouts that I use in my practice. I teach you how to read the labs. I teach you how to make all of those recommendations. And right now, before March ends, we are offering a complimentary hormones, so a stress hormones, mood, and metabolism lab. That's a $500 value for those people that do the level 1, level 2 combination certification. So check that out at integrativehealthpractitioner.org. All right, last but not least, before we get to the product reviews, book reviews, and research of the week, I want to share with you right now for my birthday week, we are offering $100 off any functional medicine lab test at equi.life, EQUI.LIFE. Any single lab, $100 off. This is a phenomenal savings because it also comes with a consultation with a health coach to go over, read your lab results, and a wellness plan built for you. There's no other organization in the world that's doing this at a global scale, and I couldn't be more proud of our health coaching team for being able to service all of those people around the world. So check that out going on right now at equi.life. And if you want to do what I do every single year for my birthday, this is no exaggeration, I've been doing this now for a decade, and you want to run the Big 5 labs. We typically discount those at $500 anyways off the retail cost. We are discounting them now this week, another $500. So you get $1,000 off the Big 5 labs. I do this every single year for my birthday, but instead of waiting until next year, next March, to run your Big 5 labs, take advantage of this week. Save $500, and it comes with a 60 to 90-minute consultation with one of our health coaches and a plan based on all of that data. There's literally nothing like it in the world, which is why I do it, because yes, I've overcome all my health issues, but I still do these Big 5 labs to also allow me to look at, is anything creeping up under the surface? Is anything beginning to fill up that rain barrel? So remember, it is also about health optimization, not just trying to fix some type of imbalance within the body. So Big 5 labs right now, or $100 off, $500 off the Big 5 labs, or $100 off any single labs at EQUI.LIFE. All right, quick podcast recap for the week to make sure you didn't miss these. The episode was on 1872, the 5 tips for better time management. You want to check this out. This is something that I do every single day in my own life. I've learned it from many, many great mentors, and I also pass it on to our integrative health practitioners as well. Episode 1873 was a popular one on the COVID tongue, the loss of smell and taste, and other post-viral abnormalities. So you'll want to check that out. This was by popular request, so that's why this recording happened. I can't tell you the number of people that have written in saying, I can't get my taste back. I can't get my smell back. Why does my tongue look like this? Why do I seem to have these neurological problems? Why am I still tired? I go over a lot of those things on that show. So definitely check that out. That was 1873. 1874 was never looking at carbohydrates the same way again. So many times when it comes to weight loss, we're told to eat less carbs, eat less carbs, eat less carbs, eat less carbs. And in the long run, it actually backfires on you. I talk about all that on episode 1874. And then yesterday was the best exercises to burn more fat. That is basically gearing you up for the spring, making sure that you are using your time wisely. 20 minutes, 2-3 times a week can be all you need to really transform your body for this spring, summer. So check those out. All right, let's dive into our product review of the week. You know that I love fitness gadgets, you know that I love technology, and these are things that I use every single day in my life. Well, there was one product that I reached out to this company, and here's why. So my daughters, since a young age, have had these wooden rockers, and basically they can put their feet on them and they can work on equilibrium, they can work on balance. It's so great for their nervous system and development, because that nervous system really develops its best before the age of 8. So it's really great for kids. These rockers are phenomenal, but there's a next level to this. And when I saw this company, it reminded me way back in the year 2000 when I did what's called functional exercise training through the National Academy of Sports Medicine. Still a great organization to this day, NASM, National Academy of Sports Medicine. And they brought in all sorts of instability boards, all right? So these boards were made by all sorts of different companies, to be honest with you. Bosu was one, and we had Reebok. We had all sorts of different instability boards. Well, they've graduated, and now 20 plus years later, 21 years later, can you believe it? I can't believe that it's been 21 years, but the time does seem to keep passing. So what I found, though, was that these new boards are being used more and more by people at standing desks, and they're being used just for even 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day to work on their range of motion, to work on their cognitive ability, feeling more alert. It helps boost mood. It obviously helps improve better overall glucose levels if you're standing. And I want to actually show you the board that I got from this company called FluidStance. So it gets shipped in this nice little branded box. Again, if you're not watching this on video, you can subscribe right on YouTube. It's just my name, Stephen Cabral. And then you can watch on video today at stephencabral.com/1876. All right, so I'm going to pull this right out of the box. I have not pulled it out yet. So just very familiar with the company because I've been using these for many, many years. And you have this beautiful packaging. I love that a lot of these companies have adopted this canvas bag. This canvas bag can be reused as a backpack, as a bag, as a little duffel bag, which is pretty nice. I didn't even know they were going to send that. And then inside of this is we have the bottom of the disc right here. And then they have the challenge cap. So this is basically what they're calling it, and this is what gives it the wobble, all right? So basically you're attaching this to the bottom of your FluidStance, which I'm going to show you right now, which is essentially, for those just listening on audio, is a long wood board. It can be made from bamboo. They have all sorts of different ones that you can try. And the one I have is called the Level. So the Level is the board that I have. I also like this company because they use sustainable products and materials. That means when you use a product like bamboo, bamboo is a very sustainable wood-based product. So love the overall design. I mean, this is pretty fantastic looking. It really is. So what you can do is you're going to put this upside down, and you're going to be able to use this as a balance board. It's nothing wild, like you're not going to fall off of it. You can, of course, graduate more up to this challenge cap as well. But if you're at a standing desk or even just making dinner or something, you can actually be standing on this and improving your overall coordination, your nervous system function, boosting mood, helping with glucose levels, again, if you are standing. So these are really fun objects that they're going to last years. Like, this is going to last me forever. For as long as I want to use this product, it's going to last. So I can have this 20 years from now if I want. So, I mean, I love being able to use products like this. I'm one of those people that doesn't even look at following directions as much, but this snaps on right here, and you can use this as a wobble board. Here's what I'm going to do. Head on over to stephencabral.com/1876. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to link up a video, a demonstration of how to use this board. I'm going to show you the different places that you can use it at the office, at home, the demonstration video. And I'm also going to see if the company will send us at least a 10% discount code for people that are listening to this podcast same day or same week. So again, head on over to stevencabral.com/1876 for the demonstration of this FluidStance board. Really high quality material here. You can hear that. This is solid. Really, really great product. Good company to stand behind. I'm going to send that over. And again, one thing I wanted to mention, 13 patents. This is a serious company with, again, serious fitness-based tech. So check that out over again at stevencabral.com/1876. Okay, next up is our book review of the week, and I wanted to share something with you. Hopefully you're following along again with this fun health journey. Subscribed or following my Instagram account, which is just my name, Steven Cabral. It's Steven with the PH. If you're not, definitely head on over there today, or on YouTube, again, just my name, Steven Cabral. I would love you to leave some comments today on some newer books that you've been hearing about or reading yourself, and giving me new recommendations that I should check out and review for you as well. Because I've been over the last month or two, I would say, I'm still doing my 2-3 books a week, but I would say this to you, that I haven't found as much substance out there. And it's probably just because I'm not looking in as many of the right places, which is why I'd love to be able to get your recommendations as well. But what I've done is, instead of reading a lot of the newer books that are out there and being able to give recommendations on those, I've really gone back. You can see behind me, there's a couple thousand books behind me. And I've been going back and I've been doing a lot of rereading from books that I haven't read in many, many years. So the book that I chose for you this week is called Whole Body Dentistry, because a lot of people overlook the, I would say, the non-physical. Like if we think of our teeth not as necessarily part of the whole of the body, we overlook a lot of the health issues that could be occurring there. And I do talk about it in my book, The Rain Barrel Effect. And I also mention how to find your own biological dentist or holistic dentist, or someone that does safe mercury amalgam removal. So again, I talk about that in The Rain Barrel Effect. If you haven't read that, definitely check it out. But the organization, I'll link it up today again, as well as IAOMT, and I'll link that up for the international registry so people overseas can find a biological dentist as well. But one of the first books that I read on holistic dentistry was called Whole Body Dentistry by Dr. Mark Briner. So he is a dentist, and all this book is, I mean, if you want to see if I read a book or not, like, this book is underlined, it's a dog-eared, it is literally it was my first real introduction to this wonderful world, and it was a long time ago. I mean, this book was written in 1999. I didn't read it then. I probably read it around 2008, let's say, or so. And again, it's going through dental amalgams. It goes through root canals, compatibility, implants, cavitations, periodontal disease, crowns, bridges, and partials, headaches, orthodontics. I mean, fluoride. It's a pretty impressive book. And then it even goes through the more holistic aspects of it as to what tooth in your body, if you're watching this on video, what tooth in your body connects with what part of the organs and chemistry in the body as well. So, I mean, this gets pretty deep. I would definitely say this is a very approachable read. I've been reading a few books lately that are just not approachable. They're more textbook based, and you just have to have just a little bit like that next level. So again, a lot of our IHPs could definitely do it. But this is about a 200-page book, really approachable, and it's for every person to pick up and read about. So I definitely recommend checking this out. And again, it's Whole Body Dentistry, Mark Briner. I'll link it up here today as well. All right, 2 reviews of research for you today. Now, this is really pertinent research. It's happened right inside of our private practice. I did not know. So again, I've read, I don't say anything to try to earn a gold star in your eyes. I don't say it for that. I just say that I've read over 3,000 books. I've done internships all over the world, in China, Sri Lanka, India multiple times. I've been to Europe. I've been all over the United States. I've studied with brilliant people, and I just try to consider myself a sponge for information. I've been also practicing a long time, right? I told you back in 2000. So, but here's the thing. I'm always learning. So I only say that to you to let you know that I am a student and will be a student until the day I die. So I love to teach, so I teach, but I'm also the student. And I learned something talking with our brilliant health coaches at Equalife the other day. And that was that some people with breast implants actually have mold toxicity from those implants. And I had never heard of that. And again, I read and research every single day. So remember, there is no limit to the amount of knowledge that you learn in this health-based field. So what did I do? I immediately went and began researching. And it is actually very disturbing because silicone breast implants are apparently notorious for growing mold. And if you just type in mold on saline breast implants or just mold on breast implants, and you go to Google Images, you will see all of the mold on all these implants for women that have been removed from their body. So you can see how that's actually a exogenous toxin, because you're looking at the saline breast implant, put in your body, and then creates its own essentially endogenous mold inside of your body, which can cause autoimmune issues, inflammatory issues, all the biotoxins, mycotoxins. But the problem is you can do all the mold protocols you want, but if you don't get rid of the source, you're just going to be fighting an uphill battle. So it's not good. And what was more disturbing is that, again, I go deep when I like to research. This has been around, and they've known about this since 1976, I read. So since 1976, and I'm going to link up the studies for you, it has been known that saline breast implants cause mold. So I'm going to actually give you a quote right now. An implant put into a patient by Dr. Jenny was removed by a surgeon in Augusta, Florida. The explant device contained growth, which was identified as a fungus. This is in December 21st, 1978. The next one was in 1976. Moldy implants could be from test batches of undercured prostheses, and overcuring has its own disadvantage. The silica in the silicone can be released from its entrapped state by overcuring. I mean, again, do they ever tell you that as a warning? No, probably not. So again, I know there's, I'm going to link up two more websites called, let's see if I could find them right here for you. I'm going to link up the PubMed study. So the PubMed study, this was done, let's see if I can find it for you, 2004. So again, it's been around for a while. And then breastimplantcancer.org. I'm going to link up the one, article there, and then also breast implant illness. So many women in our practice right now are recovering from breast implant illnesses. And again, we just like to help them with this journey with detoxification of the body, mycotoxin, mold-based protocols, et cetera. So again, it's just scary stuff. It really is. So again, more links and more research if you'd like to do your own at episode 1876 today. Last research study of the day is some more positive news, and that is continuing research on vitamin D. So anyone right now who doesn't know their vitamin D has to test their vitamin D. Like, that's just the bottom line. Test your vitamin D3. Now, if you don't know, most people who are not maintaining a tan, remember, the sun doesn't matter. The sun is outside of my window today, but it's still March, not warm enough, not close enough to be able to get a tan. So I take my vitamin D3. Most adults need 4,000 to 5,000 IUs per day. So if you're not testing, you don't know the exact amount for you, most adults need 4,000 to 5,000 IUs a day. I take the daily nutritional support. There's about 400 IUs in that. And then I take 4,000 IUs, just 4 drops of the liquid vitamin D3. And that gives me 4,400 a day. That keeps me at about a 57, which is the number where you want to be, between 50 and 70. Again, it's really, really impressive. But more research studies on the virus. I can't say the name of the virus because I'm talking about now supplements, and the FDA and CDC, they go bananas when you mention the two together. But a new Spanish study shows that giving supplemental vitamin D to hospitalized patients with the virus reduced ICU admissions by 82% and mortality by 64%. People who already had higher vitamin D at baseline were 60% less likely to die. And by the way, that only means above 30. It doesn't mean optimal. It doesn't mean 50 to 70. It just means they were above 30. Even if you're above 30, you're at least 60% less likely to die. I'll give you a little bit more research. Potential factors with vitamin D could be that vitamin D influences our T cell responses, which plays a massive amount of importance in terms of bacterial and viral based infections, because it helps boost our immune system in a positive way. It actually helps keep it balanced. So we just wanted to bring this to you. Again, if you don't know anyone, if someone is not using something like the immunity protocol over at Equilife, point them in that direction. You can use anyone you want, but at least find out what it is. Vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D3, ideally in addition to the daily foundation protocol level 2 or level 3. That's what you need. Like, it really is. And again, I'm not giving any diagnosis or treatment or cures, but we know through hard science now that this helps the immune system. This gives you a better fighting chance. So thank you so much again for tuning into another Cabral concept. I appreciate you. Again, all links today at stephencabral.com/1876. And I'll be back tomorrow answering your questions on a new house call. Take care.